Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Yeah, as you can see, this particular file was recorded on January 28th. I believe I believe this is Monday or Tuesday, but after the Monday or Tuesday after Ventures had started, because Ventures usually starts on Wednesdays. This year in particular, it started on January 22nd, and this is 6 days later. I believe this is 6 days later. Well, it's like what, something like 4 or 5 a.m. at this point. But yeah, I did. This is recorded then. This was recorded a fair amount of time ago, as this is February 2nd, and you're probably seeing this on February 3rd. If not, you're seeing it on February 6th or 7th. I don't know which day you're seeing it. Regardless, it's either Monday or Sunday. It's either a Monday or a Friday, so yeah. But we're going to go over this video because, silly me, I thought my mic was recording, and I don't really have better footage of me, like, really going through this, so I'm going to go through it now. I don't think I had to mute this one because I'm 90% sure I was deafened on Discord while I was recording this. So yeah, let's just get through with it. I'm gonna try my best to commentate over it because it's a little, if you're not a Save the World player like I am, it's a little confusing. But yeah, I'm just kind of talking about oh yeah, we're gonna be spending as much of the supercharges as I can, like the hero voucher, the weapon supercharger, the epic perk up, well, not really the perk ups, but the weapon voucher, the weapon superchargers, the survivor superchargers, all the superchargers that you see, core reperk, survivor superchargers. I have 89. I can't spend them all just because I don't have enough training manuals to do so. Hero superchargers, I don't think I spent them all, but I think no. We go to the llamas first, which this venture season is lunar llamas, which are the best llamas in the seat, which are the absolute best llamas, as everyone can tell clearly by my enthusiasm when I see a dragon copper dragon fire shotgun. Like, holy shit. Okay, anyways, enough with the sarcasm. These are the worst llamas in the game. I'm led to believe, at least in my personal opinion, these are the worst llamas in the game, and this is the worst venture season in my opinion, because it is, compared to what we get between Frozen Fort Droids, the pirate Scurvy Shoal season, sorry, I forgot about it for a second, and the Fortnite season. Like, this is kind of just the worst one, because it's just like, it's got the worst weapons. It's got the worst weapons. Its only saving grace is that it does have the military weapons, spy weapons, as they're called in the actual game. But yeah, we're going through the llamas here. We're going through at kind of record pace. Yeah, there really isn't. There's nothing really for me in these llamas, because this is around the time I started the game either last year or it was 2 years ago that I started this account, because I know remastering Save the World came out possibly sometime last year, if not the year before that. I think I started in 2023 actually, so this might be the second year of this account's existence. Also, here I am talking about my gold and how it should say 24,000 instead of 24,940 instead of 14,940, but I did buy the hero loadout into Survivor, so that's why it's that low. Anyways, we're gonna open both Troll Stash Llamas. I think I get stuff that I do keep in this. Like, I get the ceiling trap here. Ceiling drop trap, because it's a little better. And then I get a wall trap, and then the wall launcher, I think, or the broadside. No, wall launcher. All right. Alright, so anyways, I'm back after a little bit of a distraction. But yeah, I'm back after But yeah, I'm back. I kind of forgot what I was talking about since I did go for like 15 minutes. But yeah, I'm back, and we're gonna keep going on with this. And then we get the last two lunar llamas, and then we go on to our schematics to check out the wall launcher and the other trap wall, and then we scroll up. I think this is where we start actually. Yeah, I think. Now we gotta traps first. Yeah, wall darts. And I promoted the wall darts to 139 just because of you can see right here they're like most of these traps that are supercharged, they have all legendary perks. So you want if my advice to anyone that wants to supercharge stuff, I would suggest supercharging anything that has the most of the either honestly legendary or purple perks. If there's anything that has blue perks or lower, I wouldn't recommend leveling up because rare perk up is the hardest perk up to actually obtain and keep in the game because of just how little it does seem to spawn in Twine Peaks. You'd have to go down. You'd have to actually go down into Canny Valley and end game, very end game, like 46 zones for Plankerton, which are very rare to actually spawn. I think there's only a couple that spawn in Plankerton. But yeah, wow, that mic actually it's giving off a heat smell. Well, this is giving off a heat smell. I don't know why, but regardless, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, but yeah, I'd say. Oops, sorry. I'd say anything that has legendary purple or legendary perks, you need to upgrade immediately. Like all this, like all the these traps up here. These ones aren't supercharged for the reason of them not having purple or blue or mostly legendary. Yeah, see. Okay, this one has two blue perks and it's supercharged, which this one you shouldn't supercharge. This one shouldn't be supercharged, and I know that. This one shouldn't be supercharged. This one should be supercharged because of this one should be more supercharged than this one, and this one should be maxed out realistically. Because these two have fully legendary perks. These four have fully legendary perks. This one should be These two should be swapped essentially. This one should be 133 or just 138 in general, and this one should be like 136 or something, 139 or something, or 136 or whatever. But yeah, these two should be switched because this one has mostly legendary, and that one had two blue ones. Two blue ones and a purple one I caught. Yeah, see. Yeah, see, the ceiling gas trap has two blue perks, and two purple perks. It has three legendary perks, but these blue perks aren't as powerful, especially once you get to end game twine. These aren't as powerful as something that is fully actually like legendary perked up. This compared to something like this, and this is completely weak in a 160 or 140 or high end twine. But yeah, regardless of that. What is this? That's the only thing that's giving off like some kind of like heat smoke smell. That's interesting. I don't know why that is. No, it's just the create. I don't know. Whatever. And we fully promote the Storm King's Ravager, aka the sword, to the 144 because it was about time that got promoted. And it's one. It has. Although I probably don't agree with the attacks. I mean, it's attack speed for a reason. I don't know what. I know I have it perked that way because there's a specific build that I was running with her last time, but I don't know if that's what you necessarily want to go with, especially if you're not using that specific hyper specific build that I was using with it. But hey, it's there. Triple attack speed, crit damage, and energy is good against everything in the game, pretty much. So anytime you have the energy element, like the MSK weapon, Mythic Storm King weapons, or MSK weapons as they're better known, are locked to two rarities, are locked to two elements, which is energy and physical. These three down here are physical. These three up here are energy. One of these is physical. The other one is energy. I don't know. This one's probably, I don't know which one is which because I can't see them and I don't remember them off the top of my head. This one's probably This one's probably energy, and there's one down below that's probably physical. But yeah, if we're scrolling down all the way, I can. Okay, I don't think I will be able to show you. I don't think I will be able to show you, so I'll tell you here. Sadly, actually, I can show you as long as I remember. 5 minutes into to this, I'm gonna go back for a second. Actually, no, go back for a second so I can show you guys. If I scroll, okay. Whoa, that was way too fast for me. Okay, now let's see if I can get it properly. Let's see if I can kind of get it. Okay, I'm trying to get it. Yeah, it's too fast. It's a little too fast. I screw up a little too fast. I need to get it just right. And I keep missing it. I know I could possibly show in a different video, but I'm not exactly getting it. I could slow it down. You know what? I'm actually going to slow it down so I can get it. I'm going to slow it down here in a second so I can actually get it. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to show this again because this is kind of the reason I'm taking a break from MSK this week and the subsequent week of that. Well, I guess this week, meaning the week of you're watching this, and I've taken a break for the past like couple of weeks because of obviously ventures, and then before that, because I just didn't feel like playing Save the World. Maybe it's giving off an air freshen spell. I don't know. I keep talking about, but yeah, these like. What? Okay, here's the thing about the Mythic Storm King, or MSK as I call it, as the abbreviation it goes. Once you get here, once you get to power level 1, I think I'm actually not sure what it is. I believe it's 122 where you can actually start taking them on. Because the mission's 140. I think it's either 122 or 126. I'm gonna go with the easier one and say 122. It's 122 that you're able to take them on, because I think I've seen 126s and 128s and low and like 100 and 123s are in there. So maybe, but yeah, I believe it unlocks around power level 122. You'll get a quest line. You'll get Ray saying like you're part of elite. You're part of an elite club that fights the monsters that other monsters won't dare fight, and yada yada. And she gives you the quest to go do something, and then you get that. And then once you finish that quest, you get the quest to defeat the Mythic Storm King. On the first week ever you have of fighting the Mythic Storm King, you get the chance to get two Mythic Storm King weapons, I believe, 2 of them. Because on the first, if you realistically, let's say you get the quest on something like Friday or today when I'm recording this, which is Sunday. Say you get the quest around now, Sunday, and you go and do the quest and beat the Mythic Storm King all on the same day. Monday night's reset, which is at 7 p.m. and it'll be 8 p.m. once daylight savings time ends. Once that reset happens, you should be able to get you should be able to have another quest that has you doing something in 140, whether it be storm chests, saving survivors, eliminating elemental husks, mini bosses, or whatever. I think those are the 4 that you can get. Those are the 4 that I know that I've seen, because I've had each one of those as a challenge, or storm chests. I think I already said storm chests though, but regardless of whatever challenge you get, you go do it. Go to the 140s. You go do it. You complete it easily. You go back into the MSK and you clear it. You should get 2 different weapons for that week, cutting your time down from 5 weeks to 3 weeks. You should. It should be able to. Although realistically, it wouldn't work like that. Realistically, you'd want to get. Realistically, if I'm being honest, you'd want to start it. You'd want to get that quest on. Ideally, you'd want to get it on a Wednesday. Sorry, Jesus. Wednesday's Save the World Reset. Jesus, never mind. Sorry. Realistically, you'd probably want to get that quest after Wednesday, like on Thursday. You'd probably want to beat the MSK that night, on Wednesday or Thursday night, and then have it reset that next day, which would be Friday night. Then beat him again because it gives you more time. If you wanted to be efficient, you could do it. You could actually do it when I was giving the example. You could do it on You could do the quest. You could get the quest unlocked on Sunday, beat it that same day, get it on Monday, get it on Monday or two, and then run it back on Monday or Tuesday, and then just have it run, and then run it back again that next Wednesday, and then run it back again that Wednesday, getting you 3 Mythic Storm King weapons in 1 week. And cutting your time down to 2 weeks now for all the mythics, at least your first copy of the Mythic Storm King weapons. After you get your first copy of every single Mythic Storm King weapon, duplicates can start to drop. Which, if you can look at your screen, you can tell that's a problem because like right here is nearly a full rotation of getting Mythic Storm King weapons. I've gotten enough hammers. I've gotten enough hammers to go through for enough players to have gotten enough Mythic Storm King weapons and already have caught up to me in terms of having having the Mythic Storm King weapons at least in the collection book. They could have caught up with me and even passed me. Cause I'm just missing the launcher and the pistol in the collection book at this point. Which, yeah, kind of does suck, but it's just like it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna probably be keeping every copy of these ones that I get, just to show how the collection grows. I'll probably be keeping one of each copy. I probably won't recycle them. I probably will keep a copy. But anyways, back to the 5-minute mark where we were, and we can continue the video back to the 5-minute mark. Oh wait, is it? Oh, sorry, it's slowed down. I forgot about that. Okay, anyways. Back to the 5-minute mark where we were. I'm showing off the copper turncoat. I'm showing off the second pepper spray I got, the copper turncoat I got, and the tree of llama that I got. And now we're talking about hero recruitment, spending the rest of it. The hero recruitment voucher, the harder things to spend. Hero recruitment voucher, core reperk, the survivor supercharges, all that. Because those are harder to spend in the weapon supercharge, I believe. Sorry, the weapon research voucher that I believe I saw. I give recommendations for the weapons, like... Okay, hang on. Let me give you a quick rundown, since I'm gonna go through these anyways. Let me give you a quick rundown. If anything, I probably wouldn't recommend you... Any new player that might be watching this video, I don't recommend any of these weapons. They're all kind of eh. I don't really use them personally, so I can't really give a personal recommendation, but I've used some of them and they're kind of just they're alright. For Art Deco weapons, can't really give any suggestions. Don't use the weapon set at all. Nor do I for the boombox weapons, but I've heard the staccato shot and the Desta Blaster are okay, but there is another. Actually, no, I do use one of the weapons. It's the surround pound that if I would have scrolled down here, you would have seen. It's on this side of the screen. It's the only melee weapon. It's the second. It's the one of the most recommended melee weapons if you don't have a mythic weapon already for dealing with the Storm King's horns when he goes down. Pirate weapons, I do recommend the bundle bus. Getting multiple copies of each element is always a good idea for every single weapon in Save the World that can get multiple elements. The bowler is decent. I haven't used it in a long time though, so Fick. I don't know about these two up here. I kind of don't want to go. I have to go back because it's just a little annoying to just. But I guess it wouldn't have taken too much longer. The Browbeater is a very good shotgun that I do recommend you pick up, but for new players, I'd say probably get one energy one at first because it is that good. You can double pump them, obviously, because we're not in battle royale. You can double pump. The grunt, the infantry rifle, it's all right, I guess. Turncoat, that's a fun pit. It's a fun weapon if you're not taking the game too seriously, which I do tend to pick up the weapon. Cyclops, I have no personal experience with it, so you're on your own there. Pepper spray, a pretty good SMG. It has really good like straight firing, and that's why I'm working on this one, getting this one in multiple elements as well. Trinity, I've used it. I used it in Ventures this season. It's actually pretty. It's like the It's like the turncoat. It's a fun SMG if you want to use it. Just if you're not taking the game too seriously. Cleaner. Jesus. The cleaner, I don't have personal experience using this all too much in endgame, so you're on your own there. And with the instigator, potshot, one of the best grenade launchers in the game. I recommend you immediately. Like I think you more than likely saw how much I had. I had one copy for each element, so I definitely recommend doing that. But if you're a new player, I do recommend picking up at least one and making it energy, obviously. Dragon weapons, nothing to say here. Basic. Holiday weapons. One of my favorite weapons. That's because there's a lot of good weapons here. Frostbite. I don't have personal experience using this thing. I did use it. It's more of a sniper I'd use if I'm just trying to mess around and not take the game too seriously. Blizzard Blitzer. It's technically the strongest auto rifle if you never had to reload like any auto rifle ever, but you do have to reload it. So yeah, and you have to lead the snowballs because they do not travel as far as normal bullets. So yeah, good luck with that. It's a fun weapon. It's a fun weapon though. It is locked to water, but it's a fun weapon when you get to be able to use it. You should. I don't recommend using any vouchers or flux on it. I'd recommend just getting it when Frosty Forge Hordes and Ventures comes in that and Frost Knight comes back around. Pain Train, it's a really good auto rifle. I like it. And it has the bonus effect of sounding like a train too when you're firing. So it's kind of cool. I don't have too much experience using it though, so take my opinion with hesitation because I don't have too much experience using it, unfortunately. Pop shot, it's a pretty good shotgun. I do like it. It has little pops as you shoot it. It's a pretty fun and cool shotgun. I'd recommend probably maybe picking it up, but not as don't flux it. Probably don't. It's probably not best to waste your flux on it unless you're end game play. Unless I'm mostly talking to the new players. If you're an end game player, do whatever you want. But as long as you don't get the flame girl trap and disrespect your whole save the world bloodline by doing that, the flame girl trap is not good, and it will more than likely never be good unless Save the World update. Sorry, unless Epic updates it to make it better. But it can't even kill nature husks like in 160s or 140s or in really virtually anything outside of maybe baby low level missions like 15 zones, 10 zone, 15, 5, 9, 3 zones, I think paper shredder again. Don't have too much experience with it, but all I know is it shoots a paper airplane. It does explosion. It uses shotgun shells, and it is a funny pistol. I I, I would definitely use that if I was not trying to take this game too seriously. Ginger blaster. I think it's one of the most powerful pistols in the game. It spawns. You don't want to reperk this thing because it spawn. Well, it's up to you. I don't even think you can reperk it, actually. It spawns healing gun drops on eliminations occasionally, and it is just really powerful. Sadly, it is locked. Sadly, I believe it's locked to physical, so that's the only downside to this. It does not have multiple elements. And yes, you did see a 144 copy of this. This is my favorite pistol in the entire game because it's Christmas, and it's Christmas themed. I love it. Dragon weapons. We go back to this the Coco 45. it shoots like it shoots its bullets down and they bounce off walls, so you could shoot it down trap tunnels, bounce it out the walls, and deal damage to enemies, while the traps also help. Ralphie's Revenge, don't have too much experience with it, so I can't really give an opinion. Shock Attack does the same thing as Coco 45, basically it bounces around for a bit before it explodes. Don't really have too much personal experience with it either. Santa's Little Helper, one of the best rockets in the game. I don't have too much experience with it recently. I do have a copy. I just don't have too much experience with it, and I believe it is, only physical and energy, just like the Mythic Storm King weapons, unfortunately. So it might have more than one element. I do not have Save the World up to currently check. I'm just kind of running off memories. Snowball Launcher, personal experience. I've never really used it, so take it with your own risk. Hearthbreaker, never really personally used it, so you get it at your own risk. Love Song, I think it makes Husk immobile with love for like a couple seconds. It's a cool bow, but I think it's too weak to really matter too much. Although I haven't used it, so I don't have personal experience with it, so I can't talk about it. Easter Egg Launcher, same thing. These two as well, same thing. Tree of Light, my favorite mini boss stunning weapon of literally all time. I have multiple copies of this guy for multiple different elements, and I will probably be leveling all of them up to 144 status once I am able to. Like all my favorite weapons, they will be going to 144 status. Boom Bow, I really love the Tree of Light. It is one of my favorite melees in the game, if not my favorite one, just because of it's a literal Christmas tree. Like, I love Christmas stuff. It is a literal Christmas tree on a sword. What is there not to like about it? I like it because I like Christmas and I like the snow and all that stuff. It's just a really cool and funny. It might not be the actual strongest melee in the game, but it can stun mini bosses and it can deal a decent bit of damage to them. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy that I'm able to use it. It's somewhat viable in the end game, so that's all I really care about. Boom Bow. This I think it used to be the only bow in the game and a very powerful only bow in the game, but it's gotten quickly outclassed by the Xenon and other bows that have released recently. I haven't used it much in my recent play, unfortunately, so I don't have really any advice for you on this one. I haven't really played with it, and like I haven't really crafted and used the bow in like a couple years, so you're kind of on your own. The funny ice sword down there, it's one locked to water. Two, I don't have much experience with it, and three, it came out very recently, as of a year or two ago, so I don't have any prior experience to it. So you're on your own there as well. Black metal weapons, I have no experience using any of these. You are on your own for every single one of them. I have no experience using them, but I do know they deal damage to you for damage on them. Ghost pistol shoots through walls. It's cool, although not all too effective. Candy corn LMG, it's basically the same thing as the Ginger Blaster. It has candy corns. It spawns candy corn LMG. It spawns candy corns on the ground when you get kills occasionally, and it's just a really fun LMG. And I would like to use it more, but I think unfortunately, like the Ginger Blaster, it is locked to only physical. It might have the option to go to energy, but I think I'm 90% sure it's locked to physical. Gravedigger, it's locked to fire, and it's one of the best quote-unquote weapons in Save the World according to every trader and everyone that is in Stonewood from all time. So it's all right. It's about on the same level as the Siege Breaker. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good once you get it perked out right, and you could use it in Firestones. But outside of that, it's kind of just all right. It's not something I would recommend new players picking up though, because it's just like. Actually, it's not something I'd recommend that is very strong that I'd pick up for a new player. But if you're an endgame player that just wants more fun weapons to use, I'd say go for it. Jackal Launcher, again, there's only one way to get this, and it is through the literal survivor. You can't even flex this thing. I don't think. I think the only way to get it is through the survivors. It's locked to fire, and it's like the one from BR. It does the laugh thing as it explodes and all that. It's like the one from BR basically. It's cool, but I don't think it's all too powerful. I'm not entirely sure if it's all too powerful. I've not used it in quite some time though, so take your pick. Spectral Blade, one of the better swords in the game. It lets you jump and travel and do a heavy attack to teleport like the Mystic Storm King's sword, and unlike the Mythic Storm King sword, it can come in all sorts of flavors. It comes in fire, water, element, energy, and physical. It comes in all 5 different elements. You can get it 5 to 6 different times. Six times for the collection book, 5 times for all the elements, and it is really good for mobility. Actually, you'd probably end up getting it 7 times because you might want to perk one for mobility instead of fighting. But outside of that, yeah. Pulse Pounder, I have no experience. Are we getting? Ooh, no. Ooh. I have no experience with this or this, so you're on your own in there. In those ones. Plasmatic Discharger. Oh boy, this one. This is probably one of the more recommended ones for new players just because of how powerful it is and how much it can stop smashers. But I wouldn't recommend this as your first. I actually wouldn't recommend this as your first weapon to get because you would develop a reliance on it. I would say get some other weapons before getting this one actually because you would develop a reliance on it. So yeah, it's good for stopping smashes. It's good for insta killing smashers. Most all mist monsters pretty much. It's not so good with crowds of husks just because I believe they don't have that big of a hitbox compared to smashers or takers or blasters, but it's extremely good at taking out mist monsters. It is not so good with crowds. The sole reason being that why it is that way is because I believe it's because smashers, blasters, and takers all have more hitboxes to hit compared to compared to all the other husks. So that's why it works so efficiently on them. But that's about all it's good for, especially when you get to the end game and in like missions that far outscale your power, like fight the horde. I think fight or survive the horde. I don't remember what it's called. And then Frost Knight, obviously. Third rail, it's all right. I don't have much personal experience with it using it though. Wild weapons, you're on your own there. I have not used these. I've used these before though. Not a lot of these. I know the Blasterton. It's one of these two, the Blasterton Mini or the Plasmatron. I believe it's the Blasterton though that you give to defenders, and they just go crazy with it. I think the rings can spawn every time, and it has no cooldown. The Atomizer is really good. I believe it's one of the most highly recommended launchers for Mythic Storm King if you don't have the actual launcher because it does a ton of damage. Pulsar 9000, the shotgun, it is really good. Unfortunately, I have not had the chance to use that baby in a long time because, but it's a really cool looking shotgun. It's a fun one to use. It does really well with ad clear, and honestly, one of the one weapons I do want to get to 144, but I have not used it in a decent amount of time. So, yeah. Steampunk weapons, only one I'd really recommend out of all of these immediately is Baron, because triple movement speed and you run around the map basically like a demon. Cannonade, I think it's only really good for clearing structures. Double boiler, it's decent. It's a decent one. It's an alright one. It's not all too. Actually, I think it's a pretty powerful shotgun. I don't have personal experience using it though, so take my opinion with a grain of salt, but I believe it's pretty powerful. Duet, one of the more like cooler designed weapons that I would get. I don't believe it's all too powerful, but it's like it has a cool design and I really like it, so I just kind of got it. Although it's not 130. But it's a cool auto rifle, and I just have it for coolness sake and because I like using it every now and then when I'm not taking the game seriously. Last word, kind of in the same boat. It's a powerful pistol. It is somewhat powerful, but it only has 6 ammo, and you probably don't use it. You probably won't use it in a game, and all these weapons are flexible, so yeah, that's good. Don't really have any recommendations for these ones, to be honest. And now that we're done with all of that yapping, we get to what I actually use this voucher on. Oh wait, no, we don't. I think I'm just going over and recommending what weapons you should get that I would recommend new players get or just get for fun. Or no, I think I might be talking about what weapons I would get if I had flux to get them. Yeah, I think I just am. We're going through some of them. We're scrolling down. Plasmatic discharges makes its appearance again. Oh yeah, and the steamroller. It's a decent pistol. Steamroller. I just have it because it looks cool and it's fun. I think these ones can be flexible too. These one all these ones can be used for ratchet, and immediately I go to get this one because I really like it. I do really like the True Llama, and my collection is almost complete. I think with that copy, I think I should have like 4 now. Yeah, go on ahead, favorite, level it up all the way to max. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Do not make it into obsidian, make it into shadow shard. Do not make that mistake with the melee weapon. And max it out. And we go back, scroll up a couple of times. Yeah, you can see all the weapons that I do have. That I just haven't, that I just, up here we go, talking about those. Yeah, you can see all the weapons I do have. I have one physical, one energy. This one's physical, which I changed to water, I believe. The water elements, or fire. No, I changed it to water, I believe. Do I? Is it paused or no? It's not. I think I'm just deciding what I want. I think I'm trying to decide what I want to use it on, but I end up going with water, obviously, upgrading the damage, and then changing. Okay, never mind. But yeah, it's actually oddly enough, this one intrinsically is pretty close to what you actually want on this damage crit. I think it goes. I didn't see the other one because I wasn't paying attention, but we could see it here. Double crit damage, critical rating, missed monsters and bosses, and this one's the physical copy. So yeah, and every 8th hit costs us a stun around a character. That's the 6th perk that you want. But yeah, we go to change it, modify double crit damage, and mini boss and boss target missed monsters and bosses. Because mini bosses count as bosses, and missed monsters are just missed monsters. But yeah, that's the 4th copy. I just need one more. That'll be I will be getting next venture season. And yeah, you can see all 5 copies of the pot shot up here. Each one of these is a different element, just because I wanted to have them, and they're actually kind of like these ones. They are fairly high. They have blue and purple perks. Some of them might not, but yeah. And then we back out. We go to resources again. Now, I think we try and spend the hero recruitment voucher. And I'm going to be honest, I don't spend it. So we're just going to kind of skip over this part. Because I don't spend it. Yeah, because I don't want to just sit here. And we get to the survivor part of this whole fun adventure. Yeah, I'm skipping over the heroes section. And this is I'll have to show we rotate back down. This is the only survivor squad that isn't like fully matched in personality wise, because you want to, for the highest power level benefits, you want to match every single survivor with the lead survivor's personality. So you want to have each one of them having analytical, and this little, for the maximum amount of benefits, you want to have this little thing as well, like how he has two of them. Like he has analytical and leader match doctor lit up. Each one of these survivors has the personality trait, has the personality, and they give a bonus. Like he has health bonus. I think she has trap durability bonus, but she's, and then there's all these other ones that they have energy, gadget, building stuff. I'd have to see. Like, oh wait, does it give you a description? Yes, he's slot lead sorry to the EMT squad bonuses, slot lead doctor, slot squad members that share the leader's personality type. Mythic lead stars grant a larger power bonus for personality matches and a small power debuff for non-matches. So these guys are currently debuffing me actually, so they're making me slightly weaker. So if I didn't have these guys, realistically, if I didn't have these guys, I would have probably been 131 actually. My actual power at this time would have been 131 because I had like so little to go, and I don't really have any other analytical survivors slot. And then the slot match squad leader's personality for extra power. Earn a set bonus by matching the squad members of the same set. Like you can actually physically see. Oh, here's the time to promote. Sorry, let me pause that and go back a little bit. No, not right here, but right here. Oh wait, no, sorry, right here. I want you to take a very close look at this number, 15,063. This is the current amount of training manuals. I have 15,000, right? And it takes 500 to level one up. I want you to look over the course of these next couple upgrades how much training manuals I spend. I'm not gonna keep you updated on the number until the end, but you can just watch and see. You can even pause or slow it down if you need to, but just watch how fast they dip. Alright, we're going through the squads, upgrading them. I wanted to upgrade the first squad leader last because he doesn't have a full squad like some of these guys do. So I was waiting for it to do him last. To upgrade him to promote him last. But now since most every other go back. But now since most every other squad is fully leveled up, we go ahead and do it again. Oh, I don't know if you caught it out of the corner of your eye, but hold on. 350, 400, 450. Last two levels take 1,000. Sorry, 1,500. And that is enough for leveling up. From all that leveling of the survivors alone got me all that leveling of the mythic leads. Yeah, I think I had 89 to start. I don't remember entirely, but I had something close to 80. I think it was either 89 or 80 something. But yeah, and I went down to 62, and I still haven't spent all of them. Look, I spent 13,000 training manuals just to level up the mythic leads. 13,000. You want to know why I have 62 survivor superchargers? This is why. I can barely manage to level them up because the last two levels to level out the mythic leads alone takes 1,050 training manuals to do in one sitting. Which I don't know if you noticed, but right now having 2,000, that's over half of the manuals I have left. That's a little over half the manuals I have left, and I couldn't spend all of them. I'll have to come back when I have more training manuals to spend all the rest of them. but I think this is where the video basically ends because I don't think I really do anything else. Yeah, I just talk about how Ventures XP got nerfed and all that. But yeah, this is probably a pretty long video. Unlike OBS, I can't actually physically check how long I have been recording for because I can't. But yeah, we had 89. But yeah, I went from 89 to 62, and that is all the rewards I got. Most of the rewards I got from Ventures spent. I couldn't end up spending this one, these ones because you can't. There's nothing really for 65. Um, all of these ones entirely, and then there's some other stuff that I couldn't spend. Obviously, the training manuals I did spend because I got 5,000 from all of those lunar llamas. Like 5,000 just from all the lunar llamas. 5,000 from the few that from the 23 that I opened. I think I opened 23 or 22. But yeah, 23 llama openings, and I got like 5,000 manuals. Like, that may sound like a lot, but like, you saw how fast I burnt through 13,000 13,000 of the bastards today. Like, dude, they do not last long when you're supercharging survivors and playing at the level I am. I have to be earning far more than that just to stay manageable. In recycling heroes, I believe legendary gives 225. I think epic might give 220, and it just goes down from there. No, I think epic gives maybe 200 flat, and then everything, and then it just goes down from there. Rare give less. Epic and rare, uncommon, and common give less for recycling. But yeah, that's about it for this video, at least. You're probably actually seeing this on Wednesday, more than likely, because I wanted to upload it on the Wednesday that I had actually originally planned to upload this. If I didn't mess up and realized my mic audio wasn't recording, I would have gone through and obviously uploaded it on that Wednesday, but unfortunately I couldn't because I had to come in and voice over it, which is why you're seeing the content as you are now. Yeah, because it would have been uploaded the day at the 29th instead of the February 5th, which you're seeing it this week. Which, no, we did finish Ventures on the 28th. As this recording is taken, as this one is taken, this one, the 128, we had finished Ventures at this point. We had finished Ventures in under 1 week on a Monday, nonetheless. So that means we had Tuesday and Wednesday to ourselves. But yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about. You'll be seeing this on Wednesday, so I probably will be catching you on Friday for either the Destiny 2 video or the other Fortnite video that I did, that I got the idea from actually trying to record this video. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Remember, always stay awesome, stay frosty, and stay safe out there. I've been Glaceon Gamer, and I'm signing off now. Later.